Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to the Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey Podcast, episode 187 in Studio H. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
You know where we're at?
I do.
Remember coming back here before?
Yep.
We were here before.
It was holiday time.
It was holiday time.
We're rolling into
in
holiday
Studio
time
H, and
again.
here we are. Just before Thanksgiving, we're sitting here at the Hannah household with Amber and Dolly. Welcome to the podcast.
Tee-hee. Tee-hee.
You're going to copy her now, too?
Didn't know what to say except you're out.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's going to say you're out before she already did it. And that was the podcast. Thanks for listening.
Mic drop.
All right, well, cool.
That's
well,
copyrighted now, by the way.
yeah, we got this trademark now.
On
It's
toilet paper.
Wow. They're not going to
like
lock
Hex
horns with
Allen
I'm
Keys.
not going to lock horns with Dolly. I'll tell you
There's
that.
a fine, $1,500 fine every time you say you're out.
Allen Wrench?
Yeah. All right, so let's we got a little bit to cover tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot has happened.
So the last time was it was early October when we spoke with you last at Sand Hollow.
Pre-Rebelle rally.
Pre-Rebelle rally, and that was cool. We had Alicia, and we had Joe, the V-Cross expert.
Yes, he runs that Isuzu page.
Yeah, so that was he dropped some knowledge bombs on us
He
there.
sure did.
So, that was literally hours before you were leaving camp to go to Rebelle, starting in beautiful North Lake Tahoe, and across the deserts you went. And so we're circling back. So let's get into Rebelle 2022 and your experience for Rebelle.
Jumping right in the deep end.
Just let's go, man. We just get right.
Well, 1,600 miles
1,600
in
miles we
8
drove.
days.
I think we figured it was about 1,200 on dirt.
Yep, 1,200 on dirt. And
Wow.
all of it was in public land.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
We have that much public land
Well-
from Tahoe all the way down to the border.
We are fortunate here in the West Coast.
Yes,
to have-
sure are.
We are
that.
spoiled.
Yes, yeah, we
Very
really
spoiled.
are.
Of course, it's all desert and rock, but
Yeah.
it's still public land.
It's not private land. We
Yeah.
don't have to pay, and no one can shut it down except for our government, and we're the
Well,
only ones keeping it open.
Yeah,
As
there
long
you
as we
go.
take care of it.
Yeah.
Do a good
Right.
job.
Sorry,
taking
I had
care of
to-
it. Be good stewards of the land.
Had to sprinkle that in. Yes.
Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but
No.
that's how it is.
No, it's true.
Yep.
It's
Well,
true.
it is true. I mean,
It's
look at what's
true.
going
It's
on out
true.
in Moab, Utah. And I mean, my God, But so let's go on. Let's get into it. Let's tell us all about it. How much fun did you guys have?
How much fun did we have? That's a loaded question.
It
being completely
it
honest.
was a lot of work. It was a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want to sugarcoat this one, to be completely honest.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
we were up at 5 o'clock every morning and driving at least 300 miles a day.
Yeah, I was in the same position in the same seat for 10 straight days.
Yeah.
And it was hard. And they keep telling us, like, if it was easy, everyone would do it. It's freaking hard.
Right?
Yeah. It's long days. It's hard work. But we had some incredible experiences going through some incredible landscape.
Yeah.
We got little taste tests of all these really cool places, like Alabama Hills and the hot springs that we stayed at that one night.
Fish Valley Hot Springs.
Yeah.
And what was the name of that bar we went to? Dick's.
It was inappropriate. I can't even remember the name right now.
Where was it? In Nevada somewhere?
Dick's
The
Last
town-
Resort.
No.
Oh,
That's commercial wise.
It was like Whiskey Dicks, but I know
Whiskey
it wasn't Whiskey
Dicks?
Dicks.
Whoa.
Dirty Dicks.
Dirty
Dirty
Dick.
Dick.
Dirty
Dirty
Dick.
Dick.
There we go.
Wow.
So we did the last flag, the last checkpoint was at Dirty Dick's.
Uh-huh.
And that was really nice because we got to sit there and socialize with everybody and, say
So you get
hi.
to go into the bar and have
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
beverage and really?
Yeah, no,
cool.
that day was really cool actually, and that was the prologue. That wasn't even an actual
right.
competition.
That
day.
wasn't,
really?
That was,
yeah,
prologue.
that was a
Okay.
practice run.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Dirty Dicks.
Dirty Dicks.
That
I can't
was
remember the
interesting.
name of the little town, but
Can't
middle of
remember.
nowhere, Nevada.
Yeah.
So you were up early every morning, and you drove long days, 300 miles a day, average. And but you every night you returned to, or you ended up at some base camp where you were able to have a nice meal and bathe, or not. Not
The
really.
food
an option?
was excellent. I will give them that. Showers were there. You could shower. It wasn't what's the word?
They were spit showers. They
Yeah.
were good old
RV
fashioned
showers.
RV showers.
They had to haul out all the water that they brought in.
So was it on a trailer or something?
Yeah, on
Or-
trailers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like we had full hookups or anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Everything was off grid.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
It was amazing what they could do off grid.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have the renewable power. They have the solar power trailer there. So we didn't have to listen to the generators all night.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Nice.
And we had fuel every night that we had base camps too. They brought in a big fuel truck, and I got to be real good friends with the fuel guys.
I was going to ask about that. So none of the routing was near like commercial gas stations. They provided all the fuel in the evening.
We did stop at 3
Yeah.
gas stations.
There were
Okay.
3 approved gas stations. They told us exactly which ones we could go to get
And
fuel
at
throughout
that
the day.
point, at that gas station, there was somebody there monitoring
Got
us.
it.
Yeah, because we're not allowed to talk to anyone outside the competition.
Oh,
That's outside
interesting.
help.
Because
I
that's
see.
outside help.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we were there at the approved gas station. You can go in and get a quart of oil for $17.99.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was in Lone Pine. That's
Lone
where that was.
Pine. Yeah.
That's
You're
why.
out there in the desert.
Yeah.
Man, that's must have been some pretty damn good oil.
Yeah.
We still have it. We didn't use it.
Oh, good.
So you get to the gas station. There's a monitor there to make sure you don't communicate with unauthorized people, and so you can you
Strangers.
just basically dip your
Stranger
credit
danger.
card and go from there, and that's it. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So there was. Okay, I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Did Amber get to drive at all?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Of course.
Yeah, she got to drive.
Did you have to get out to like tinkle or something? Then she took over the driver's seat. I mean, how did that happen? Because
No, there was a couple points there where I was getting tired.
Yeah.
she was getting tired of being in the jump seat.
right.
And we
okay.
would switch.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was usually at a point where I knew exactly where I was going. The road was really straightforward. So I was like, well, I don't have to navigate for this
Okay.
section. I can just drive it. And there was one day where we were trying really hard to get to this blue or green. It was a green checkpoint that we had to get to, and we were really short on time. So I hopped in the driver's
"Move over."
seat and just booked it back through the desert the way we came. That one was really frustrating, but we made it out.
Okay.
Found some really deep washes.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Did you
We were
G
boomy
out?
bouncing.
Not G outs, no,
Oh.
like actual washes,
Just
like wash
full-on
outs.
Wash.
Yeah,
Wash.
they were
okay,
8-foot
washes.
walls.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
it was
gosh.
impressive.
That's why they call her Amber the Hammer.
Yeehaw.
And so out of the 1,600 miles, how many miles do you think you drove?
Oh, maybe 30 or 40.
Oh
Yeah,
wow. Okay,
no.
so it was a
Yeah.
minimal.
yeah.
Just
No, I maybe drove, 3 out of
Hail
4
Mary
days.
to
I needed someone to tell me
got
which
it.
way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had fun navigating. It was like I just complained about sitting in that same position all day, but it's kind of a game for me. Obviously, it's a game, it's a competition.
Yeah.
But being able to look at the map and seeing this on the map, and that looks like this out here, and we need to go this way, and north is that way, and it was fun. That was fun for me. So, but if I could tell sometimes when she was getting tired, and then I was getting a little irritated, and I was like, I just need to drive.
Let me
Yeah,
drive.
right. In the afternoon, she just
Okay.
needed
Was
to
that-
drive.
That was allowed. I mean, obviously it was.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can swap.
We don't want to get DQ'd, but I mean,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
okay.
And it even was allowed to get help from other competitors.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Not that we ever got help from other competitors, did
No,
we?
we got super stuck in the sand on the last 2 days and never got any help from anybody.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
we
is super courteous though. It's the same thing as on the trail. If you see someone stopped on the side of the trail where there isn't a checkpoint, you're like, "You guys all right?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're fine."
Yeah.
Yeah, we followed a couple women in all the way into camp one day because what was that thing that was broken on theirs that you fixed? The tie rod? Or was
I don't remember fixing
struggling.
anyone else's stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
you did on the
Oh.
largest dirt road in the world.
No, that wasn't even the world's largest dirt road. It was these women in a two-door JK from Canada, and their sway bar had broken. They had broken a bolt on their sway bar, and it was
okay.
just hanging there. So we followed them into camp that night.
Okay.
Yeah. It was the world's largest dirt road.
No, that was the one next to the. It was just next to a railroad.
Oh,
it wasn't
okay.
the world's largest.
We
dirt-
were
that was-
on the world's largest dirt road.
Yes.
Okay.
That was where I moved that ramp out of the middle of the road.
We found a ramp. It was a side-by-side ramp from a trailer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a
Moved
loading
it
ramp.
off the road, and then they stopped to see if we were okay, and I noticed that they had something broken, so...
Something wrong.
Something wrong.
something wrong.
Sorry, what?
Max
So-
tracks.
So, on that note, so what kind of issues did your vehicle have? Anything major? I mean, it sounds like you had to do a little bit of wrenching or no welding, I imagine.
Nah.
No.
We checked the trans fluid 3 times, and every time it was over full. It did leak a little bit, and that's why we kept checking it.
But
That's
other
it.
than that, it was flawless the
Oh.
whole time.
The rear bump stops are in the desert somewhere. They gone.
They gone.
They left the chat, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
After a couple really hard hits that day.
Yeah.
So Viacross has a little cubby in the dash.
Okay.
And the little cubby fits a Matchbox car, Viacross Matchbox car perfectly.
Uh-huh.
And it never falls out. It fell out 5 times.
Oh.
Oh, really? That's how rough it
5
was.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a couple times that our helmet saved our heads.
Oh.
Were you driving or was Amber driving at that time?
I was driving.
Oh.
She was telling me how to
like-
go over whoops.
like mother, like daughter.
I can see where I get it.
So Dolly can send it if she has to.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, we sent it a
We
couple
sent it.
times.
It
yeah.
was sent.
I am so glad I went to the gym a whole year prior. 'Cause, oh man, did we send it?
So there are dents in the roof from your helmets hitting it, or
Probably. You can't tell because of the nice headliner, but no, so we got super lost on our second day of competition. Super duper lost. And once I figured out where we were to get us back on the right track, we took this power line road.
Okay.
Which was kind of like hilly and super whooped out. And so like the first whole day we kind of just bebop through the desert. We're just like da 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 da. And then we're on this power line road and I'm like, well, we need to get back on track. So I basically explained how IFS works and like how you need to stay on the throttle when you get into the whoops. And taught my mom how to
that
drive in
rhythm.
whoops.
Yeah.
And get the rhythm. And we picked up so much speed just on that little power line road. And then we
Nice.
were just like going along the rest of the time, just
Yeah,
That's cool.
it was awesome.
it was interesting to learn that fact
Okay.
about IFS and staying on the throttle, and going over the whoops.
well, you
Keeping
wanna
the
be-
suspension
you want to stay
unloaded.
on top of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to keep
Plain out.
So you're like a trophy
It's like
truck.
a boat. Yeah.
like a trophy truck
Hey, it's got bypasses.
until you come up to a whoop that's a little too whoop. And then you're
Then it's whoopsie.
knocking out your little cubby car.
That's a wash.
That's a wash.
a washout.
It's a
That's
G
a
out,
wash.
right?
Where the road has been washed out.
And there was
Right.
a lot of washout because, they had that rain about a month prior.
Yeah.
So, for example, Death Valley, there was a lot of Death Valley. The roads were closed.
Yeah.
And we had to go around them.
So, so the V-Cross did well, it sounds like.
Did excellent.
Wow.
Yeah.
The check engine light came on,
Wow, that's normal.
loading it up into the trailer.
Oh, right at the end.
Seriously?
It's like, F
It's
this, I'm
It's like,
done.
no, I want to drive home, man. Don't do this to me. Wow.
I'm so glad they came to pick us up.
that's
Cherry on top. Nope. Fuck you guys.
No.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm out.
So have you looked at it since you've gotten back? Is
Yeah, the code is the ERG valve.
EGR
EGR.
valve.
GR,
Well, that's easy.
AGB,
Whatever.
TJB.
Sounds like something
PCV.
Yeah.
rhymes like.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Okay, well, so that's impressive. And they have a full. So when you come back into camp after your run, there's you get your fuel, and then if you need any mechanical, then you can pull it in. Now, obviously you have mechanical skills, so you could work on your own stuff. But if you had zero mechanical skills, they would work on your vehicle, but you got penalized, right? There was some points assessed there.
Yes, you get a penalty, and you have to be with your vehicle the whole time.
You can't just like, oh, here, just service this. I'm going to go grab something to eat.
There was one woman that stayed with her vehicle all night long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, while the guys worked on it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shout out to Lisa and Anna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
So we come through the finish line, and then they start a clock. We have 1 hour to get our car into impound, so that we in that hour we can fuel. We can go stop in the mechanics.
Yeah.
If we need an extended mechanics, we can be there for 2 hours.
Okay.
Anything after that, we have to get sign in with the mechanics, and they'll tell them,
Okay.
whatever.
Something, yeah.
And then we have to take our car to impound. Once we walk away from our car in impound, we can't go back.
Wow.
One night, I forgot my jacket.
Oh, no.
Oops.
Yeah.
So
Only happened one night.
I mean, so you have to get your tent out, or are they set tents up for you?
Oh, you have to get all that.
You got to get all
Yeah.
this tent, sleeping bag, whatever.
You got to get everything that you need for that night because you can't go back to your car. If you go back to your car, it's going to cost you.
Wow.
Yeah. You got to go find the car monitors.
So
Is this
the
Russia,
reason for
Danny?
that? I don't
This isn't
understand.
Russia,
I mean,
is it?
they've already locked down all your radios and your phone, and I mean,
I don't understand the reasoning behind impound for the cars.
okay.
Don't.
Yeah, interesting.
It is what it is. I just was curious
Yeah.
if there was like a legit
must be a
like this
good
is
reason.
why, you know. And
Must be a good reason.
Not completely clear on it, so
Maybe it's
rules
so
are the rules.
people don't harass other cars.
Yeah. You know, no rooftop tents. You can't.
Oh yeah, actually,
tent
yeah, no, that is a rule. You can't have rooftop tents because you can't touch your car at night.
Yeah.
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 Well, I wouldn't want that top heaviness anyway. So
There you go.
Well, if you would wheel a little bit more, you probably wouldn't mind.
Whoa! Shame.
We're out.
First.
Here's your
Dang.
fine.
Come back, Chris. Come on. Sorry,
my
buddy.
feelings are slightly hurt.
I understand you were wheeling while we were gone.
I did go wheeling.
Yeah.
That's in
I
a
was
previous episode. But
I
yeah.
was impressed.
I had fun. It was good to get back out on the trail, and Rodney and I had a good time. And I as
You got a
I've-
birthday cake with a one on it
as I've
that's
said,
for his
right.
first
That's
wheeling
right.
trip of the year.
As I've said, well, that was my first wheeling trip of the year.
Second.
but it was fun to see how that trail has evolved, and I know I mentioned it several times during that episode, but that Slick Rock Trail's gotten legit. I mean, it's got some stuff going on there
Yes,
now.
it sure does.
And I had fun. It was good to be out. The first time I ran it, I was on 33s open, or 31s open.
Hey, me too.
And
Wow.
now it's like locked in 35s, and it's like, oh, okay, the Jeep's growing up, but the trail's growing up too.
Yeah.
Especially the new section.
Yeah, well, yeah, the what do they call it? The
gauntlet.
gauntlet.
Yeah, the gauntlet.
That's legit.
I like to say it keeps the yuppies out. It's nice.
Probably
This
not
is true.
enough.
It's
but
very quiet down at the water now.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
where we
Oh
rolled
yeah,
over.
for sure. There was literally we went in there on Saturday morning, and at the water there was nobody. It was crickets, and I'm like, this is awesome. So anyway, enough of that. So back to the Rebelle Rally.
So navigating, I want to know a little bit about the navigating. So that was your main role, Amber, and maps and figuring out where checkpoints were and what else. So what was your takeaway of the whole navigation experience from practicing going into it and then actually real world? We're at Rebelle now and we got to figure out where we're going with a map.
Coming out of it, I realize how often I actually do mix up where north is. I'm not, unless you're thinking about it all the time, you really don't know where north is all the time.
No.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's not automatic if you have no points of reference.
Well, yeah, you need a little
Especially when you're traveling
Yeah, the
down
sun.
the
Sun's a
roads
good indicator.
with maps that don't indicate cities
Uh-huh.
or major highways.
Right.
right.
It's just a topo map. It doesn't have all the indicators that you could look at and
There
kind
might
of
be a
get your
road there,
bearings.
but it's not named or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
It may
Exactly.
not actually be a road.
Yeah. Oh.
That
might
might
just
not
be a
actually be a
trail.
trail. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But it to walk all the way through it, we get our list of about 20 coordinates in the morning. They give you latitudes, longitudes. You got to plot them. They're usually where the checkpoints is usually on a trail on the map. So that's a dead giveaway. You know, if you plot something that's out in the middle of nowhere, you're like, wait a minute, that's a little
Why am I going way out there?
Yeah. So, and then you basically just plot your route. You know, you have to hit the checkpoints in order, and it's usually pretty obvious the routes to get from point A to point B. I think on one of the last days, they told us you can either do these 2 sets of checkpoints or these 2 sets of checkpoints, but don't connect the 2 because there's a squatter on BLM land and he'll probably like shoot at you or something.
Oh, wow.
Like that.
Nice.
BLM has told us at Rebelle Rally, do not drive through this
Oh my
guy's
gosh.
property.
Yeah, so it's like, Amber, are you sure? You sure we're not there?
We're on the right
Yeah,
track
yeah.
here?
No.
V-Cross is bulletproof, right?
Yeah, it's got bulletproof glass.
Well, I talked to some other competitors that day that combined the 2, and I guess they didn't hear that part of the briefing, and they're like, we didn't get shot at. And I was like, well, we drove like 2 hours out of the way to avoid it.
Oh, man.
And then you're walking by their Jeep and you see bullet holes in it.
Yeah.
So you didn't see that, huh?
Battle wounds.
That's right.
So you feel real confident with navigation then with that experience?
So wait a minute. So what was it? Just a compass and what? I mean, you didn't have GPS. You didn't have any of the
Sextant.
cool modern. Do you have a sextant?
No.
No, that's for sailing.
I thought that was for
Do
stars.
that out there, stars. Yeah, but it's
just
like
a manual compass and a topo map.
Yeah, that's it.
And measuring devices,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
a ruler.
But
So-
did you have to do the declination and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so like with
Cool.
route planning, we couldn't have done it without the Terra trip.
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
Terra Trip.
because everything in Rebelle Rally is in kilometers.
Uh huh.
So basically, I'd get from point A to point B and take my little measuring tape, and
Measuring date.
measure exactly how far it was in kilometers from point A to point B, and then I'd reset the trip at point B
okay.
and then get to point C.
got it.
So, and every time I wasn't paying attention, we got lost.
Oh shit.
We got lost a lot.
We got lost a
Yeah.
lot. I knew
But we
we
had
would.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, you got to turn the Instagram off when you're cruising around the desert. You know.
Yeah, they don't have.
Hey, that worked
any
really well for me and
electronics.
Sue the first year we raced.
I love that. So, of all these cool places that you drove through on this 1,600-mile venture, what stood out? What was like a highlight that
Alabama Hills.
Alabama Hills
was legit.
Really?
I really hated that we had to like just book it all the way through.
you didn't get to
And
enjoy it?
Yeah, we
No,
didn't get to
we
stop.
didn't.
and
So that's
enjoy it.
somewhere you would go back to
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's
Is
cool.
it wheeling and exploring there? Is that,
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you don't know what it looks like, if you've never seen it in pictures, imagine. Well, do you know what moon rocks looks like, Chris?
Well, I've seen pictures of it.
Okay, so it's like moon rocks, but it's probably
Larger
a
scale.
couple, probably 10,000 acres. It's
shit.
massive.
It's at the base of Mount Whitney.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And when
Yeah.
we were driving through, there was a snowstorm rolling in over Mount Whitney. It was gorgeous.
Yes,
Nice.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool.
And then another one was we did self camping at Fish Valley.
I don't like saying the names of hot springs.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Oh, well, this hot springs.
It was nice.
So we self camped there one night. And that was nice.
self camp. What do you mean self camp? Like,
There was no tent.
so there was no like
Base camp.
hospitality. You were on
Yes.
your own.
Right.
So they had a fuel truck there, so you'd fuel up, and
No,
then
we did.
no, you didn't even
that
have
was
that.
one of the gas station stops.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you're on your own for food and everything. You had to-
Yeah, they gave us, the heat and eat things.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the MREs or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't even bother setting up a tent that night. We just laid out the tarp and put our sleeping bags under
Oh,
the
wow.
stars. That was legit.
It was
Cool.
nice weather. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, it's always hotter next to a spring, so it was nice and warm.
Huh.
Full
Cool.
moon.
Yeah. We were going to do that in Amboy, too.
Yeah, and then we got warned about scorpions.
Yeah, so
yeah,
we
I was
thought,
gonna ask.
we'll put our tent up.
And were there any people in mankinis or anything like that? It's a-
Oh, so we pulled in, and there was a woman sitting at one of the tables in our area with a snake around her neck.
A
I heard.
snake?
Yeah, like
This is
a
in
boa
Amboy.
constrictor.
Just random.
Do you know where
just-
Amboy is?
chilling.
It's on Route 66, north end of Death Valley.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there was a kid running around with like a Freddy mask on and a machete and no shoes.
Great.
And this kid changed outfits a few times. We couldn't
Yeah.
figure out if it was a girl or boy.
We couldn't figure out if it was one kid or two kids.
Freddie Mask. What was the other one?
Jason Mask.
A Jason Mask.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this wasn't a little bit of a concern. Did you sleep
Was
with
there
one eye
banjos?
open, or-
Did you hear banjos at all?
No, but we heard the goddamn train every 20 minutes would
little
honk their horn.
deliverance?
And the train goes right by Amboy, and they honk for the guy that used to run the place. So the train would go
Every
off.
20
Yeah.
minutes.
How many trains running through there?
Oh,
Lots.
every
Really?
20
Hey
minutes.
man, there's a lot of Amazon floating up and down on the tracks.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
Wow.
That was nuts.
Right on. So how many nights did you have to do the what do they call
Self
it?
camp?
Self camp.
Just one.
No, I
Just
think
the
it was,
one.
well, I mean, Amboy and Fish Springs and
Well, Amboy,
Well, okay,
Amboy wasn't
marathon
really
camps.
Amboy
thinking marathon
wasn't self camp because they did bring a tent out. They fed us dinner.
Okay.
Everything was there for us.
And
But-
any scorpion run-ins then?
we didn't see any. I kept asking people for black lights, but nobody had one.
Yeah, I need a black light. So, did you know there's scorpions at Trail Hero? At
Really?
Sand Hollow? Yeah, see? I didn't know either. We're on a night run with Trail Hunter, and we're out there, and I went to sit down, and they're like, did you check for scorpions? And I'm like, what? I jumped right up. I'm like, there's scorpions? They're like, oh, yeah. And they bring out their black lights and, like, searching. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. I had no clue.
So did you actually see any scorpions?
No,
Oh,
I didn't
well,
see any. But,
So it's not real.
Winning.
maybe they do that to new people, and they're like, watch out for the scorpions.
Snipe hunting is that what it's called?
I don't
Or
know,
Skype
but I
Snipes?
wasn't
Snipes?
about to test it.
Do you see any snipes?
No snipes out there. We were looking for them. So, what other it was experience of a lifetime. You're glad you did it. You what do you think? What's kind of your overall wrap up of Rebelle? Like,
We did it. We did it. That is an accomplishment right
yeah,
there.
Absolutely.
1,600 miles,
1,600 miles, and we did it together.
and no navigation.
We had
You're still
fun.
talking.
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah.
have fun. We talked about this.
You had fun. There was some fun spots.
There were a couple of fun spots.
It was really
yeah.
hard to leave family and friends at
Yeah.
Trail Hero.
Yeah.
And go start a Rebelle rally, especially without our phones. We didn't know if you guys got home safe. If,
Yeah.
my Jeep was still alive.
Right.
If Eric hadn't rolled it off the hill.
He
Oh, he
tried.
did.
know,
He
tried.
did.
He tried. I'm not hearing those stories.
He sent it.
Yeah.
No, he didn't drive it. After you left, he didn't even drive it anymore. It was like parked perfect. Everything was good.
Lorenzo drove it.
Oh yeah.
You owe me
Lorenzo
$100,
drove
Eric.
it, yeah.
with his
Those
opposing
paw prints
thumbs.
all over.
There's opposing. Yeah, well, it's those damn Rubicons. They drive
it's
themselves.
it's a different vibe there. Where you went from a fun rec wheeling environment to all right, regimented. Get up early. Got to run this.
Lots of rules.
300. Lots of
Lots of
rules.
rules.
Oh
lots
yeah,
of-
we got to a point I think halfway through where we would come back to camp at night and high five each other for not breaking any rules. We're like, we did it today, and then a couple days there was one day where I actually had to go like confess my sins to the authorities.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
Really? Would they have like
Wow.
a confessional and everything?
Wow.
Like, kind of, sort of. Her name's Millie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, confess you. But there was one couple ladies that I met, and we were talking at dinner time. They had never camped. They had never been off road, and they finished.
Why'd they sign up for this thing? What? I don't even understand why.
It's
you would
like
do
trial
that if
by
you don't
fire,
like-
right?
I know.
And,
Isn't that incredible?
Did they lose a bet or something? I mean, why would they even be there?
I think
weird.
that's part of their draw is like they set everything out for you so well. It's such a well organized event that it's easy for people like that to come in and experience it like that.
I see.
If they're there's obviously people out there that have never had the experience to like go camping or go
Right.
wheeling or like drive a Jeep off road
Okay.
or go in the dirt or something. And they're like, oh, I kind of want to do this. Let's throw the checkbook at it.
So
Right?
yeah, so that was kind of where I was leading with this. It's like, so who do you think this event caters to, or like who would enjoy this event like the most? Like, what would be?
Who would enjoy this event the most?
I think just like the women that you just described, women that have never done it before.
Yeah, that just want a crazy adventure, and like they read
in a
about
safe, controlled
in
environment.
a
Yes.
controlled environment. In a
Yes,
controlled
exactly.
environment.
Safe, controlled environment. You know you're going to get saved
Right.
if you go out there and wreck.
Right.
Yep.
You're
You know,
gonna
there's
you're gonna make
somebody
it back
watching
to
over
camp
you.
at night.
Yeah, we had the yellow brick on
Yeah.
our car, and we had GPS, spotters.
SOS
Sure.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And all the training on how to use all the equipment that they gave us too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Jeepers Jamboree.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
You go out in Jeepers Jamboree, and you're
You know
guaranteed
you're gonna make it to
gonna
the
get
springs.
Off. Yeah,
Yep.
if
Yeah.
you're going to make it to the springs,
you're
you're
gonna-
going to get off the trail.
Yeah.
There's help there.
Yeah.
Same with this.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a lot like organized wheeling events.
Yeah.
It's just like to the next level where it's that controlled and that safe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that demographic makes sense for who
Okay,
would have
all
fun.
right.
But us lawbreakers, we had a hard
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah. What I keep coming back to is like the way I saw it, and the reason why I said I didn't have that much fun was because like I saw it as an off-road event, and at off-road events, they end with beers around a campfire
Right.
every night, right? And this was you end up in the food tent indoors in a climate-controlled environment with like 5-star chef food, and like everyone's hiding their beverages because I don't know why. It's that kind of vibe.
It's not. Yeah.
I'm out there with a Bud Light in my hand, and
Yeah.
like
So,
But-
but yeah, I mean, you've come from the extreme of KOH, which is everything that our listeners
Everything
know about.
that Rebelle Rally isn't.
is not.
yeah.
It's very civilized.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So
and then the gala at the end, you dress up to the nines and do your hair and makeup and
yeah,
pinkies up. I
yeah.
was like, man, I don't belong here.
No, well, so it's
Straight
just
up.
not your vibe. It's just not your deal.
Not
I
my
get it.
vibe.
I get it. So, but cool to experience with your mom and get to. You got some good stories out of it,
Heck
know.
yeah,
Oh,
great
yeah.
memories. I mean,
And
come on.
Great memories.
Yeah, and the V Cross made it back in one piece, and
To race again.
yeah,
We'll see.
It'll be at KOH. I mean,
Yeah.
it won't race, but it'll be bopping around.
Right? It'll be
There you
bopping
go.
around showing off that Jesse Combs rap.
yeah,
Right on.
Yeah.
that
Very
turned
cool.
out really good.
Yeah, it did. We thank you to Elite Motors. for that
So,
one.
been there, done that. Not signing up for next year.
No, we're going to Trail Hero. Screw that.
Oh yeah, not gonna miss Trail Hero. No way.
We didn't have any fun, did we, Eric? It was. Once you guys left camp, the whole vibe went down, and we were like, we almost went home. We were like, you know what?
No, they
We don't
didn't.
wanna-
Nose is
we don't want
growing.
to do this
isn't it?
anymore.
No, they didn't.
This isn't fun at all.
At
And then
some-
Randy goes, no, let's go wheeling. And I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah,
And,
keep
okay, let's go
lying.
wheeling. And it was fun. It was okay. It was okay. Yeah. And then Randy broke and then killed the vibe again. So it was okay.
Jason
You didn't
was
miss
driving
much.
The Samurai.
Didn't miss much.
Jason drove the Samurai?
What?
Oh, did you drive
What
the
Samurai?
The Samurai.
No, I didn't drive the Samurai. No.
You wouldn't fit in that.
You weren't even
Samurai.
there. No. Wasn't
The
there.
Samurai, we understand, was on display
It was.
in the
Tire ride.
tire
booth.
right.
Yeah, the tire ride.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in the vendor area for a couple days.
Shout out. That was a kick-ass spot.
I know.
Yeah.
It was right up front. And
what I
then,
heard.
Gold Digger was there too. So, yeah, it was yeah, we had fun. It was a good trip.
Yeah, we
Good
missed
trip.
it.
You might have missed a few things.
At some point, I was
Just a little bit.
I was kind of glad we didn't have cell phones, so I couldn't watch you guys have fun.
Yeah, FOMO.
Yeah,
FOMO.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, anything else you want to say about Rebelle? Put a bow on it.
Put a bow on it. Send it to bed. It was awesome, and we did it, and we're out.
And we're there. It is.
There's
three times this podcast.
It's
50
it's
bucks.
for a special. I'm not even gonna say it's for a special kind of person. It's basically for anyone except for me.
For me, maybe.
I guess. I don't know.
It was a lot of preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can. I mean, obviously, I haven't done Rebelle, but being at KOH and racing,
You
and
probably
stuff, it's just-
could. I mean, you
it's-
can identify as a
I
rebel.
could. We could put on skirts and we could make this thing happen, Chris.
No.
But no, I just it's two different worlds. Two different worlds. From one extreme to the other, I would say. I don't know how much would parallel between Rebelle and racing KOH, but or any Ultra 4-esque race.
So
but,
here is the parallel.
okay.
You walk into the media tent. What
Yeah.
does it look like?
Oh, you're right. Media tent's nice.
Yeah,
At
the media
KOH,
tent
yes.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
True.
That's the
You
same.
walk out of the media tent and you're in KOH.
So
Yeah,
You're in King of the Hammers.
Yeah.
Well, and Emily's in the media tent.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Emily obviously brings
And the same
that in.
woman that decorates the media tent
Yeah.
decorates her tent.
Okay.
Oh, well, there's
yeah.
Emily's tent.
Yeah.
So you have all the creature comforts and
It
you know,
is.
it looks
It's a nice little oasis out in the desert to
Right?
get in out of the wind and
yeah.
some civility inside the media tent.
And internet. And
Yeah.
Or the Warren tent right next door. I mean,
Oh,
all
yeah.
that. So, but no, it's that's cool. I'm glad you guys survived and you know it was a good experience.
It was a good experience. Now we just have to financially recover from it.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, there you go. That's it's hard to put.
It is still just. I mean, for like a 4800 racer, it's still cheaper than racing hammers.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's true.
I'll give you that.
That's true.
Yeah, and it was a little bit longer than the Hammers
Yeah.
race of 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
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 So let's talk about hammers since
Yeah, that's a good
we're
segue.
here and
Let's see, we got like 79 sleeps.
Oh shit.
is that what it
I
is?
think it's
79 sleeps.
Yeah,
from
last
tonight?
time
I better load my camper up right now.
Wait, 79 sleeps for you or me?
till
gotta
the
go.
gates open.
Oh,
till the
gates open. Not
Yeah,
for
that-
us.
yeah, you're
we're
giving
going
me
in. We're going in 3 weeks early.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
You're
Amber.
leaving in
How much
3 weeks?
anxiety did that just give you?
All of it. My eyes are twitching. No, I'm just kidding.
So what's going on with Samurais? What's up?
So I've got King shocks for it.
Yeah.
That's the cool big shiny part this year. I'm doing YJ springs in the front with a shackle reversal. I know.
No kidding.
Yeah. So, and it's kind of a gray area from what I understand in the rule book. I'm just going to put it out there right now, because you're not allowed to modify the frame for stock class, right?
Sure.
But you can reinforce it.
Okay.
So the way I'm going to do the shackle reversal is I'm basically going to reinforce the frame.
Got it.
So,
Okay. All right.
those are the two big things for this year: the King shocks and the shackle reversal, and EFI.
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 Electronic fuel injection.
Like 6 more horsepower.
Woo!
Confetti just came out of the ceiling. I'm growing up.
More horsepower.
So, are you getting a different engine with EFI, or are you putting EFI on your current engine?
Putting EFI on my current engine.
Okay.
Yep, I'm getting geared up to order the Holly system
Okay.
here shortly.
Okay.
So, yep, hoping to have all of. I know I can at least have the suspension finished up before Christmas, and I'm
Right.
going to have the rig down there for pre-running before Christmas. And then if I don't have time to put the EFI on before Christmas, it'll go on after, and then I'll test it in between Christmas and hammers.
Okay.
So not a whole lot of work going into the car this year. Other than that, just like small things. It was the nicest surprise to get back, finish Rebelle Rally, get my phone back, open it up, and Stuart has like 6 posts that he's working on my car. It was great. He ripped the dash out of it exactly how I wanted him
Okay.
to, and moved that bar down so now I can actually see out of it.
Okay. So that was good.
Yeah, and then he built a spare tire carrier for the back.
Yeah.
Just added onto the cage, and so putting the spare tire back there, and then he moved the fuel cell back behind the axle too. So all that weight in the back really helped the front suspension.
Okay,
too.
all
So
right.
even just the way it was set up now, currently, which is still kind of janky, it moves so much better. So
Really?
I'm
Okay,
hoping to
good.
get all the new suspension on it, get the shocks tuned, and You can go fast.
So, with YJ Springs, how much longer are those than the Samurai Springs that you had on there? Because they're quite a bit longer, no?
I don't have like an exact number for you, but I want to say it's like 6 inches.
Yeah, it's a significant.
Each. Yeah.
Okay.
They're long. And
yeah.
currently I have rear Samurai Springs in the front, which are about 2.5 inches longer than the stock front springs.
Okay.
As well. So I'm just pushing everything out the front.
So it'll still be spring under.
It's spring over.
Or spring over.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We'll be spring over. Okay.
Yes. Everything's spring over.
And then, yeah, so there was a post a couple weeks ago where Randy was drawing out spring technology on the workbench there. So is that where that kind of evolved from?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. We've had a lot of conversations about it. So I've picked his brain a couple times on like the best way to set this whole thing up and still keep it within the rules.
Uh-huh.
So with all his experience, I'm gonna try to make something cool happen.
That's super cool. Kind of nice to have that resource right there in your back pocket, so to
I know.
speak.
I felt like I was making the rookies jealous because I think they had just done one of their classes
Yeah,
with like Lauren
they're-
Healy and Jason
yeah,
Shear
yeah.
days before, and I was
Right?
like, I work here.
Yeah, right, right. Work with a 3-time king. Oh my gosh, that's cool.
It's almost cheating.
Yeah. Well,
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
That's right.
right.
You gotta maximize your resources. That's definitely doing it. Okay, so 35-inch tires. I'm trying to think of what's new. Then the springs are going to be new. You got new shocks. You got more visibility out the front, moving the weight with the fuel tank moved forward, and then their spare. What else? Am I missing something here?
The EFI.
And then the EFI, yeah.
6 horsepower.
All 6. Let's count them. Not 1, not 2, not 3,
Chris
but
can count him.
6.
He has a horse.
But 6 horsepower.
She's gaining 6 horsepowers.
6 horsepowers.
So what does that equal total now?
66.
30. Oh, I was gonna
66.
I was gonna say 36, but 66. That's pretty good.
66 horsepower.
66 horsepower. Isn't that cute?
Man.
Really? Is that what it puts to the wheels?
Oh, probably.
You know what? With the gear reduction, I don't know.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
cylinder on
exactly.
LS. Yeah. Thank you, Eric.
Boy, what a great dad.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's great. Well, that's all good. There's some big changes though for hopefully picking up some time to get through and get to the
rocks.
finish and
I
the
just-
rocks. Get to the rocks.
I
Get to
just
the
want to go rock
rocks.
Just
crawling.
gonna go rock
Yeah.
crawling.
Yeah.
Get to
We
the
don't want to hear
rocks.
on the radio again this year. Okay, course is closed.
Oh, if I don't get to main pit by noon, y'all can go home.
You're getting a main pit.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But if your mom says to stop in Main Pit, you better stop.
Yeah,
in
you
Main
better.
Pit. Like
Or
last
she'll
year,
send
you
us-
were going to
Yeah.
bypass
She'll run
it.
a spike strip out or something.
That was it. This is your mother. Pull into the pit now.
Okay.
I
I'm
won't
sorry.
forget
I'm sorry.
that. That was no. We're not going to stop in Main Pit.
Pull the
This
money,
is your
the
mother.
money.
Pull into the Main Pit.
That was pretty good.
Tribe.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole tribe team was out there just holding wrenches ready, and then you're like, "Phew,"
And
go
you're
on,
trying to
oh
bypass
crap!
it.
Turn around.
I was so pissed.
That was
So for the
hilarious.
listeners that
Yeah.
don't know the story, Amber had
I bent my 2 front leaf springs the second year that I raced, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, so the second year that I raced, I came straight out of start finish, took a jump, lawn darted, and
Yeah.
bent the 2 front leaf springs
Right
straight
out
out
of
the
the
bat.
gate.
Yeah, so I did the whole first lap on 2 bent front leaf springs. They were
And
set
then-
up wrong. I didn't know.
And then while she's on her bent leaf springs, Tom Rosa is scouring King of the
Oh,
Hammers,
yeah.
looking for everybody,
Yeah, we
looking
had-
for some
we had
kind
an
of
APB.
replacement springs. And he found a guy and brought him over, stripped his springs out and had them ready for Amber to go. That's why I had to tell her, you have to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so pissed that those leaf springs didn't work
It was-
the right way that I was just going to bypass. And I told Stuart, I was like, screw it. We're going as far as we can until these
Right.
things break. And then we were seriously within seconds of bypassing the pit. And y'all were out there like waving your arms and stuff. And I was like, I guess we better go in.
We got new springs.
And it was a total of 15 minutes
yeah,
to change those
it was
springs.
unbelievable actually.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
That
yeah.
pit crew, was
And what was that
incredible.
guy's name? Tom?
Matt.
Or Matt.
Yeah, Matt Zinker.
Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt
that's right.
Zinker.
So
They got
Matt
what he-
Just a random samurai
sacrificed
in the
his samurai springs.
And then they put the springs back on after the race so you could drive
Yeah,
home.
so he could drive
Yeah.
home.
Yep.
How cool is that?
That's awesome.
But, that goes to say what happens in off-road.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
take
That's the
care of
spirit of
each
King of the
other.
Hammers and teamwork and, just everybody coming together to make it happen. And
Yeah.
that's what's awesome about the whole deal. So whether you're wreck wheeling or racing, it's all
We're
family.
all family.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We're
Pretty
all
much.
family. Yep. And I had to explain that to somebody at SEMA last week. She's not part of off-roading. So we got to talk about that conversation. What is off-roading and how is the family involved and how do you take care of each other? And she was amazed.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It's an amazing community.
It is.
Oh,
it
heck
really
yeah.
is. Well, we're going to be planning here for our camp that keeps growing every year. We're going to have to. I don't know what we're going to do.
Well, we've hired
We get-
security guards.
Should we?
Yes.
Yeah. We get
No,
security.
we're putting up
Security
a
donkeys.
10-cent
Oh yeah, toll gate.
toll gate.
Just like
Somebody
Blazing
go back
Saddles.
to town and get a shitload of dimes.
There's going to be a toll gate at Hammertown Heights Estate.
So good. Which
So
one are
they
you
had
looking
the
for?
volunteer information has gone out.
It just went out. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Cynthia just sent that out.
The volunteer.
So if you want to volunteer, how do you people volunteer? Because you're kind of tied to that whole Volville thing there, Dolly.
Yep. To volunteer, you can just get a hold of Cynthia at what's the name of that Facebook page?
The KOH, is it KOH Volunteers
I
or
think it-
Volunteers of KOH page?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Something
okay.
like
We're gonna
that.
look this
Yeah,
up for
we're gonna
y'all
look
right
that
now.
up. But they're looking for volunteers, and you can volunteer one day. You can volunteer more than one
You
day.
can volunteer for the whole thing. 3 weeks,
yeah.
4
Yeah.
weeks.
I appreciate all of it. We've got 250 or 300 volunteers for 80,000 people on the
Yeah.
lake bed that week.
It's KOH Volunteer Info.
And
KOH
I'll put that
Volunteer
link in the
Info.
show
Yep,
notes,
that's the
too.
name of the Facebook
Yeah.
page.
And if you feel like you want to volunteer, just come on out. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of us. They do have some
What's
informational
your IG, Dolly?
IG,
Yeah, so
Dolly
they can
Golly,
Or
Dolly
DeBurs.
Golly.
yeah, or DeBurs,
Yeah, either
Dolly
one.
Golly or DeBurs.
DM the two of them, and they'll be happy to answer any
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, they have a link to click on the Facebook page. So
Yeah, and they have some. We did some Zoom classes last year.
yes.
Or 2020, I can't remember which one, but it's some informational classes,
Right.
and they're there so people can learn. But it's a great experience. We've been doing it since 2014.
Yep, it's the best way to get behind the scenes, and it's
It
the best
really
way to get
is.
the best front seat.
And the raffle's pretty badass, too.
The raffle's pretty badass too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice stuff. You walk out of and almost there's something for everybody damn near.
Oh,
We
yeah.
walked away
Yeah.
with a monster tent.
we won a plasma cutter one
plasma
year,
cutter.
a bomber axial
What?
car.
A plasma cutter? Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
Oh
cutter,
yeah.
yeah.
We whooped the shit out of that thing.
Yeah. that raffle. That
Oh,
volunteer
maybe I'll
raffle
volunteer
is a
just so I
good
can
thing.
get into the raffle.
Yeah.
I might maybe win a Jeep.
Yeah. And you don't have to work your butt off. You just have to, show up and do what you promise.
Sometimes they just need bodies out at remote road
Yeah.
crossings in the desert just to show BLM, hey, we've got people to cover this.
Yeah, you don't have to have recovery skills or something crazy
No.
to like volunteer. There's something
But that was fun doing
that-
recovery last year.
that
Yeah.
was
That was
golf cart recovery. I might have to do that again.
on Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like if you're one of those people that's new to off-roading, it might be a good experience to come in and volunteer with Hammers and get teamed up with people like us, we're veterans to it, and we've got, we can bring you out with our rigs, and you're just an extra set of hands.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
meet
we
a
have
lot of great
special
people.
camping for volunteers too.
Yes.
Volvo.
You can, Volville. You can come and utilize the camping
Right
that
outside
we
of
have
Gate
set
3.
up right out
Yeah.
of Gate 3.
That's
Yeah.
prime
And
real estate.
It's prime real estate, and that has grown over the years. It's amazing that's a cool camp.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Volville.
Literally right outside the gate.
It's
yeah.
like right after Hammertown Heights proper got
Yeah,
the fence around
proper.
it when it became an actual gated community, right? We get Volville too, and now that's growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's a great opportunity to actually become part of it and be in the community
Yeah.
of other volunteers.
Yeah.
and also our race teams.
Yeah. So if you see King of the Hammers and you're like, oh, I want to race that someday, like me, volunteer first. It's excellent.
Yeah, it's the gateway drug.
It is.
Exactly.
It is the gateway drug for sure.
It is.
Volunteer, and next thing you know, you're Amber.
Well, at you guys' clinic, safety clinic,
Yes.
Yeah.
we met Wayne. And Wayne volunteered for the first time last year.
Okay.
And his big job was drive around the media
Oh,
guy.
that's right. Media. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
He drove
Yeah.
around the media
Yeah.
guy. He got to go to places that nobody else got to see.
Right.
And he said he had the best time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That is
I think
cool.
He was driving around Palo, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't
think
know.
it was
It might have
Paulo.
been.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, had a great time.
so what else? Anything at the bomber shop you can share about what's going on that side for KOH?
Sure.
Okay.
We've got the 4400 car back together with a couple small modifications.
Same car that he raced last year.
Same car that he raced last year.
And last year on that car, that was torque converter bolts.
Correct. At a 2.5 laps in.
Super random.
Running 7th place or something real high like
Super
that.
random. Yeah.
So the
But that's
4800 car was the engine that went.
Correct.
That was the one that put the inspection window into
Yeah.
the block. Yeah.
Yes.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not doing 4800 this year, right?
Correct. Yeah, that car got sold as soon as we got back.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. The Capreras now have 3.
Oh my
Bombers.
gosh. Wow.
So it'd be fun to see them out there.
Okay.
But so, yeah, we got the 4400 back together not that long ago. Took it out for a test run last week. He'll be down there for Thanksgiving, hoping to get that thing shock tuned over Christmas and give it hell.
Okay.
He doesn't do it any other way.
No.
Yeah, right.
So Licardi does the shock tuning?
No, King does.
Oh, King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and that'll happen Thanksgiving?
They're usually indisposed for the 1,000 around Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
we try to get it done around Christmas.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We'll see.
So after that.
Yeah. Gold Digger will be out there.
Oh, nice.
So
No buyers yet. huh?
Gold Digger's
No
all
buyers
working now. What was wrong with what was the final issue with the computer? He was going to change out the computer, and then that
While
wasn't
we
the
were in
problem.
Rebelle,
Yeah.
remember?
right. I know they never got the tune figured out to get the fans turned on.
Yeah. Then we did, or they did.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was working.
But then he
then
thought
he
he
broke
cooked
it.
the motor
Right.
because it overheated so bad. But I think what happened was when it did overheat at some point, I think it just cooked the O2 sensor.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know what? I can't remember what it was. What was going on now? Because we replaced that, and that wasn't the issue. But it's all back together now. He took it out to Moon Rocks over Halloween weekend, and I want to say he went wheeling today too. I'm not sure though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I got to drive that thing for about 200 feet, and I was like, oh.
I know. I did at Trail Hero. I got to move it up to the top podium position there during the gala,
It's nice.
the opening ceremonies.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
You just plopped on your credit card?
No. In fact, I was holding my wallet the whole time that I drove it just to make sure that it didn't get charged.
That's such a
But
nice
yeah,
car.
it is such a cool car.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool. So the pit crew, you're working on pit crew.
Yeah, so currently my big assignment as far as office work is just getting people assembled for pit crew. So if anyone's interested in helping out, reach out to me on Instagram
Oh, there you go.
or Facebook or however you know how to get hold of me. Yeah, I'm also trying to kind of organize all the samurais together so we can have an accumulative pit crew.
Okay.
Because
Now there's 6 samurais, right?
there's 6 samurais banded for Ultra 4. I think 5 of us are racing next year. 4 in 4600 and 1 in 45.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So I figure we all have kind of the same parts and we're all small rigs. We might as well share a fueler,
Yeah.
Right.
because they have to be dressed to the nines just to fuel us.
Sure.
No.
Okay, that's cool. So you got the ham Sammy
Yep. So
And-
Anthony Hadsel and his brother
Yeah,
Chad
yeah.
both have samurais. That's the red and white stripe one, the
Yeah.
blue and white stripe one. Callan Myers came in this year. He's got the red one that raced at Prairie City and took third.
Okay.
Oh, that was a NorCal race that he took third in. But anyways, and then Brian Downing in the white 4500 car.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the 4500 car. Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, that thing
Okay.
is pretty. It's still got the 1.3. He's on Holley EFI, stock transmission, transfer case, Samurai axles with tracker diffs, and he's on Lynx.
Oh.
If you ever get a chance to look at that thing, it's really cool.
Yeah,
He's done a lot of work to it. And he's a really good fabricator.
that's cool.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. Let's check it out.
We're going to get a samurai to the finish line this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy, that would be.
Hopefully, it'd be you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me.
It's going to be
Sorry,
you.
guys. It's gonna be me.
Oh, there it is.
right.
There it is. Throwing it down. I like it. So what else about pre-KOH? Anything else that we're missing? It's coming up quick.
It's coming up quick.
You got
Yes.
shirts? Get
Oh,
your shirts
so
before
here-
the end
here-
of November.
Yep, here's the PSA. So if you go on the King of the Hammers website, not the Ultra 4 website anymore, just the kingofthehammers.com.
Okay.
When you go to sign up and buy your tickets, you can also buy team shirts. And when you buy my team shirt, $15 comes back to me.
Right.
KOH will send me a check.
$35 for the shirt.
Yep.
It's got your logo, so it says King of the Hammers on the front, and then your samurais on the back.
Yep.
Yep.
And then also, when you go to buy your spectator tickets, your
Yep.
participant tickets
Yep.
this year, you can add my name from the drop-down menu, and $10 goes back to me from your...
Yeah.
I think that's a
excellent.
great
That's
program
very
that
cool.
Dave
Heck
put
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yep. So shirt sales are only good through November 30th.
Yeah.
And then that's the cutoff date. I'm not sure if there's a cutoff date for adding my
For
name from
sign
the
up.
drop-down list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know
right, so
ticket sales, I think price goes up at the end of the year if you're participating.
Sounds right.
Participating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so get a shirt. Support Amber. $15.
And then
way.
I'm also hoping to have my own shirts for sale here pretty soon
There
too.
you go.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Reach out to me for swag. I'm always selling stickers too. So if
Stickers.
you want to buy
yeah,
a sticker,
stickers, swag.
let me know.
You can even just send her money, and you don't have to expect anything back. That would help her out too.
And we do have Jesse Combs Foundation scarves.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Yes.
nice. Now is Tribe 16 going to be part of it again this year to help out?
I haven't got confirmation from them yet.
Okay.
I haven't heard back from them yet. So
Okay,
That's
all
why
right.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
accumulate pit crew.
got it. Yeah.
There was rumblings that they weren't coming this year.
Oh really?
What?
Yeah.
Well, how's that?
They have a big presence
They got
on
prime real estate.
Yeah.
I know. They're
Really?
really going to be missed if they don't come.
That's
Whoa.
that's we're gonna have
Yeah.
to find out more on that one.
That's interesting.
Hey, I'm not stirring any pots here.
Okay,
No
all
rumors.
right.
Come
All
on.
right.
Yeah.
But
So-
we would miss them.
Yes,
Yeah, we
that
would.
would suck.
Those were our friends. Those
Yeah.
were our family.
Oh, yeah.
Our family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Gosh, I don't know what else. What else, Chris?
Nothing. I don't think we really have anything other than just the wrap up.
To wrap up.
I have to give a shout out really quick to one of my friends, Nick DeLuca, because you met him on Slick Rock, I think, and
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Nick. Yeah.
yeah, and he's a fan.
Yeah. I gave
Oh,
him
there you go.
I gave him stickers, but he's like, I already got stickers. I'm like, well, you got more now. So
Nice.
Anyways, him and his wife are cool. You should interview
yeah,
them.
no, they were, his rig is nice. He got that badass gladiator, I guess.
Oh, that's his wife's daily driver.
Oh, no shit.
Oh yeah,
That thing's
with the two little
badass.
kids in the back.
It's on 40s, man. That thing was just chugging along, and then he was followed by a bunch of Toyotas.
Is that the banging off the rev
Banging
limiter?
off the rev limiter.
Love it.
He's also got a Tacoma.
Yeah, I know.
That's how I met him. So,
So, right on.
That's cool. Well, man, from Rebelle to KOH to here we are again. This is gearing up. It's going to be.
It's time to clean off the mirror.
I know. I
with
see
the calendar.
yes, I love
and
the
put on
mirror
next
calendar.
Year's calendar.
It is.
maybe you should put a picture of that on your Instagram.
Totally should. Totally should. Yeah.
This is how crazy people organize.
Yeah. There's
Is
only
that
one
what-
like quote unquote normal vacation. Well, I don't know what Ed's is. There's a Hawaii on there, and that's it. Everything else is four wheeling.
Yeah.
And the world of
do.
concrete.
World of concrete.
World of concrete.
Quote unquote normal vacations are overrated.
Yeah.
Johnson Valley, SEMA, Rebelle, Trail Hero. I like it.
Bear
I
Trap
like it.
Cabin. That was
Bear
that's-
Trap Cabin. That was.
Oh,
fun.
look,
That was
Marlon
memorable.
Crawler got Ixnade and Hollister with Jason. How about that? I upstaged Marlon Crawler.
Marlon Crawler
That's
got
nice.
canceled, sir.
I know. Smoked out up there at the Rubicon. But anyways, yeah, good
It was
stuff.
fun going to your clinic.
Yeah, no, that
Your
was
clinic
good
was
time.
fun. It was very informative.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
cool.
Got
Always
to
good
meet a
time.
lot of nice people.
Yeah, you got to fully immerse there. You got to go through the whole thing.
Yes,
yeah,
I
that's
did.
cool.
I did.
That's cool. Well,
deep subject.
it is for a shallow mind. So there's something. Oh, wait, we got something just in. What's going on over there? There's gossiping.
What's up?
Oh no, nothing.
Oh,
We were talking about
how Chris does a
sponsors
four-wheel.
for Rebelle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can thank our sponsors for Rebelle. Hell
Let's
yeah.
thank our
yeah.
sponsors
Oh,
for
heck yeah.
Rebelle.
heck yeah.
Yeah.
You already said Elite Motors.
Elite Motors. That was Charlie and Alex that put together our wrap for the
Right.
Via Cross. And you'll see the Via Cross out at King of the Hammers this year.
Sweet.
So it's still gonna
Yeah.
have the dots on it and everything.
Still got the dots on
So
it.
we-
It's got Jesse's face on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's the grocery getter for
Yeah.
King of the Hammers.
Yeah,
And the,
and so
the big logo on the hood.
yeah.
Yeah.
So leading into that, Jesse Combs Foundation, one of our other sponsors.
There you go.
Yep, Jesse Combs
Yep.
Foundation.
If you haven't seen
I was
the
going to say,
documentary
so this
yet,
is a good segue. So you guys have seen the movie, obviously.
yes,
Yes.
So what did you think?
it was incredible.
Yeah.
I was really glad that they finished that one.
How many times did you cry?
It took me a while to sit down and actually look at it.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet, so
So
haven't
Chris
seen it
still
yet?
hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
But
no HBO Max in my house.
I don't know if you
Me either.
I don't know if you heard my review of it, but basically I thought it was great. It was a great documentary and watching her chasing her dream of being the fastest woman, right, on wheels. But the end, the in-car footage would be fine, and then they should have cut it off. I don't think they needed to show the actual wreckage and all that stuff.
No spoilers here.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, it's just like, but I thought it was very well done, and it was cool to see her in her element, again, right?
Yeah, 'cause-
It was cool to hear her.
Yeah, and
see
hear her voice. and-
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just her enthusiasm.
the enthusiasm, the passion, the everything, right? Everything
Yeah.
that she was.
and we celebrated that at the Jesse Combs Foundation
At SEMA?
party.
Yeah. So you guys
it was
went to
really
that.
nice. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people there just to recognize
Right
Jesse.
on.
Yeah.
Right
Cool.
on. Very cool.
Yep. So everybody, here's your homework assignment. If you haven't seen it yet, go on HBO Max and
Yeah.
pay the whatever it is, $10 for the subscription if you don't have it, and
Yeah.
watch Fastest Woman in the World.
Yeah.
Fastest Woman on Earth.
Fastest woman on earth. Yeah.
Fastest
Yep.
Woman on Earth.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
well worth it.
So, okay, other sponsors?
All right, going down the list. Woohoo! Got Calsun Construction. Thank you, Tyler. Ongoing sponsor from KOH.
Sweet.
Moto Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
That's Ava.
Ava?
Yeah, Ava was in the movie.
Yes, she
Couple
was in
different
the movie a
places.
few
Yeah.
times. I recognized a
Yes.
few people in there, and the girls from LGT.
Teresa and
Teresa
Sarah.
and Sarah, yes.
Yes. They
Real
were
deal.
in
That's cool.
The real
cool.
deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the real deal, exactly. Yeah.
Do you know what the real deal is?
That was the original.
That was Jesse Combs.
Original, like getting women involved.
Teresa,
with,
yes.
Yes.
And they take, it's like an on-road show,
Mm-hmm.
and they take welding equipment,
Right.
leatherworking equipment, pinstriping, and they teach it right
Yeah.
there. They taught it in SEMA.
Yeah.
They teach it at Babes Right Out. They want to take this road show and take it across country.
Yeah.
And introduce young ladies or other young people
Yeah.
to the trades.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just generally
No.
getting your hands dirty and
Yeah,
doing work.
getting
Yeah.
involved, right?
Yeah. And
And-
knowing that, you don't have to go to 4 years of college.
No.
you can go on to a trade school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can find something that really lights your fire.
If your
Yes.
motorcycle's broken, you can fix it yourself.
Right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have motorcycle clinics.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, and then heading on down the list. So.
Step 22 gear.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Love those bags.
You really
Yeah.
like those bags.
That we have the one that velcros to the dash mat.
Yes.
That was a game changer.
That was a
Really?
game changer.
I had all my little gadgets
All
in
your
there, and
pencils
that's
in there
exactly
and
what I
everything,
needed.
yeah.
Yep.
On the
Okay.
quick draw.
her
Okay.
little, compass and rulers and pins and it was
Sextant.
just perfect. A sextant. It was just perfectly situated where her navigation board would sit up against it.
Yep.
Okay.
So it was perfect.
Oh, good.
They were incredible little bags.
Yep. And then going back up the list is BD Fabrication and Trail Tough. As they just, might as well come bring all my sponsors up.
Right.
That's it. I want to thank all the sponsors, Warren
Yep.
Industries and Factor 55.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Factor 55.
Now, do you have to winch at all?
We didn't even have a winch.
Oh, that's right.
So that would be a no.
That'd be a hard no.
Okay, so back on the subject of recovery, though, big shout out to Nick Bailey and Avalanche Technical, one of our
Oh.
other sponsors. We used the shit out of those traction boards.
Really?
Yeah, we got so stuck in the sand in Glamis twice. It was one of those, and we were out there by ourselves. It was those situations where it was like I had to work my ass off to dig the sand out to get 2 traction boards under. We'd move it 6 inches, move the traction board. Thankfully, we had 4 traction boards, right? So we'd move 6 inches, move a traction board, move 6 inches, move the traction board, move 6 inches. And the first one was more slow going than the second one, I think. And that one probably took an hour to get out of.
That was a cubby hole car.
Car extractor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That was a hard hit. That
No,
was
you're
the helmet
thinking of the
on
second one.
The second
The
one.
second one was a hard hit. I came up and over the first one you were driving, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the second one I was driving because we were trying to get back before dark.
Yeah.
And I come up over this crest and didn't realize there was like a 4-foot drop on the other side into the next dune.
Whoops.
Welcome to sand dunes.
Yeah. So we get stuck in like this 4-foot
In a
V,
ditch,
in a ditch,
basically.
basically, like with the V across sideways. So I had to get it turned around, like pointing out of the ditch with the traction boards. And then one of the traction boards got wedged under the front bumper, so I couldn't even pull it out and use it.
Oh, shoot.
Oh boy.
And then I was literally within seconds of like throwing up my hands and calling someone to come pull us out. And my mom hit the throttle just right, and it
drove
just
right out of it.
Nice.
floated on
got
out.
on-
I was like,
Got on top of that sand.
Going, don't stop.
Don't
yeah,
stop.
get floating again.
I'll catch up
was
later.
awesome.
The whole time I'm just saying, just take me back to camp. I want to go back to camp. I wanted to click my red shoes
kick
together.
your heels together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big shout out to Nick. Those things were super helpful, and I'm bringing them back this weekend.
Oh, there you go, Nick. He's gonna need them. There's snow up there
I
now.
know, right?
You have
yeah,
good
he's
rich
getting all
tires?
geared up.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, those things were great. We
EFG.
chewed the shit out of
All-terrain.
them.
Oh man, we trashed those tires. We ran 15 pounds basically the whole time,
Wow.
Yeah.
and even when we're on the pavement.
And you
just
had one
because it-
flat?
Zero
we
flats.
had
Oh, no flat.
No,
No
flats.
flats.
We had a slow leak the last
Oh,
few
okay.
days.
Oh, I got sand in the bead because I had them at 5 psi in the sand.
go-
Yeah,
Going-
in the sand.
Going
Yeah.
for full flotation mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were what, 40s?
Yes.
31s, 32s?
There was water in the tires.
Yeah.
There's something in the tires, maybe sand.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Tire right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tire right.
Air
Great
down for
product.
what?
Oh man, those things they make a great product.
Yeah.
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 And it was fun watching them make that product.
Oh, yeah.
At
You
Trail
got to see
Hero.
that at Trail Hero.
Yeah, actually physically making it
There you
in
go.
America.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that thing still. I had their tire chuck in my toolbox, the whole hammers.
Right.
It got the shit beat out of it in my toolbox, and hammers has been in my toolbox all season long, all the way through Rebelle, and that thing's still kicking and working
Wow.
great.
Okay. There you go.
So torture test to the maximum.
So that's, tire gauge.
An off-the-grid surplus.
Oh,
Yeah.
some clothing there.
Clothing.
Hey, you skipped bomber fabrication.
What?
Oh,
Bomber?
did I?
Who's
Yeah.
Bomber?
Never heard of
Yeah,
them.
I've never
Bomber
heard of
who?
it.
What
He's
What's
that's a
that?
sponsor.
What do they do?
That's
What do
a
they make?
They
sponsor.
sponsor me time off.
Yeah.
Right?
Heck yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Randy.
Yes. Very cool.
Randy, you're just lucky I have 4 kids.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Because I always take my kids out on adventures.
Yeah.
You got to go with me. I want to go do an adventure.
That's right.
Spread
All
the
right.
wealth.
Is that it?
That's
That's all the sponsors?
That's all the sponsors, yeah.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's the whole list.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Your husband and father that did all this stuff, towing out.
always
get
forget
you
Drove all the way
there.
down the coast to pick you up.
Oh, man.
I know, right?
He worked his butt off for a
Yes.
whole year.
Yeah.
I mean, getting that car ready and, putting that
The rack on the roof.
we got the rack, put the rack on the roof.
The terror trip.
The Terra trip, that was a pain in the butt.
Oh, it was so
Taking
worth
the
it.
back seat out, getting it where it's not going to get trashed on the inside. You
Yeah.
know, kind of covering it and getting our spare
Yeah.
tire mounted on the inside.
That's right. You put the spare tire inside, so it
because
wasn't
we had
hanging
to have
off
a
the
full
back.
size spare tire.
Yeah.
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 So, thank
Yeah.
you, honey.
Yeah.
Thanks,
See,
Dad.
there you go.
Thanks, Dad.
There
Now
it
let's
is.
go to King of the Hammers.
Now get ready for King of the Hammers.
I promise I won't dump my race car in your garage like I did last year.
Well, that was because
promise
there was a
that.
snowstorm. Come
Yeah.
on.
We're not going to go into it.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Great stories. Glad you did it. That was you can check that off the old bucket list there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it. The bucket list done.
Yep.
Checked off.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we will continue your progress on KOH 2023.
2023.
I know it just
2023?
sounds so weird.
It's already
2023
November. It's
KOH.
already halfway through
Thanksgiving's
November.
around the corner. Then Christmas will be here.
New
Year's.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
get that over with.
Here we go. Boom.
We're on a slippery
You know,
slope.
the older
here.
you get, the faster time goes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Still goes pretty slow for you, though.
Yeah.
Dude, it slowed down when I first started racing because, I got into this whole racing career thing, and now it's starting to speed back up again. I'm like, nope, stop, go back.
Hit the brake.
Yeah,
Please
it's
tap
just-
the brakes.
Well, like when you're a kid, and it's like, when's Christmas going to get here? It's never going to get here. And then when you're a parent, it's like, it's always here. We just had Christmas. It's back. How'd that happen?
Yeah, I just had a teeth cleaning today. What do you mean? I just had it done a month ago.
Yeah. No, it's stupid.
6 months ago.
Life goes on.
Well, anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the show again. We're super happy to be able to share your stories with our listeners. And
And we thank you as a sponsor also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming
You're
up here.
very
All that
welcome.
money that you gave us, Chris,
Yeah. See.
Wait,
we
what?
really appreciate it.
Didn't even know it.
Chang.
man, you guys have
Chris
my credit
money.
card too?
Hashtag Chris money.
As long as it still works, it's fine, right?
That's right.
Freaking Lorenzo's
That's
giving
right.
my credit card to everybody.
Yep.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Hey, be nice to Lorenzo.
Yeah.
He's my friend.
Yeah.
Let's talk hoofs.
No.
Let's talk those.
So real quick, how do they get a hold of you with Instagrams or emails? Let's repeat them again.
Mine's DeBurrs, DABURRS.
And mine's Dolly Golly, DOLLY,
That's
Awesome.
on the IG.
That's on the IG.
And you
so
can also
Oh, geez.
follow Two Stone Racing on Facebook.
Oh yeah, Two Stone Racing on Facebook.
there
I will
you go.
be posting plenty of race updates there as well, especially for Pit Crew.
Okay.
Ooh, there it is. Pit crew.
Yeah, so-
if you feel like
so hit up
volunteering and
Amber.
helping Amber's team,
And we promise this year they won't be pink hoodies.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, that was kind of bombed.
They were, yeah.
Pink hoodies that year bombed.
pink hoodies.
I try every year to get swag set up for Pit Crew as a thank you. It doesn't always happen though.
Yeah. But the pink hoodie year was bad.
Yeah, those ones disintegrated.
Yeah.
if you want to volunteer for a pit crew, reach out to Dolly Golly or Dubbers on the IG.
Yes,
There you
please.
go.
And then
How'd they get a hold of us, Chris?
Oh, that's easy. People have heard this over
Call
and over
Lorenzo.
and over again.
Okay, well then don't say it. Just don't say it. Don't do it.
Chris
Don't do it.
or Jason or Lorenzo at wheelingwinewhiskey.com. That's our email addresses. You can also call us or call the voicemail line, and most likely to get played on the air. It's 408-800-5169. You can also go to our, what's that number?
408-800-5169.
That's right, 408-800-5169.
Yes.
Say it 3 times, right?
Yep, 3 times people will remember it.
I almost forgot it.
Yeah.
And then don't forget about the IG at wheelingwinewhiskey.com. I'm also on the IG at www.chrism. I don't really get a lot of DMs on that, but I am on the IG. I post occasionally. And last but not least,
Those Russian bots, those looking for...
I got a lot of Russian women.
the
on
Russian
my,
bots that hit you up
a
on
lot
that.
of Russian
I
women.
got a
following.
question.
Go ahead.
Why is whiskey spelled 2 different ways?
Oh, that is a whole nother episode right there. But it basically is from Ireland. And that's the
So
way.
no EY in
they
Ireland.
spelled it with no E.
Okay.
So there's just Y on the end. And then when the Americans picked it up, they added an E to signify that it was American whiskey. That's the
Ooh,
quick.
little
That's the,
pinkies up, baby.
That's the
Okay.
That's
We're
the
out,
quick
I know.
version.
We are not the real OG.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gee.
Well, thank you.
Just like most things in America, we stole it from somebody else.
That's
so
right.
there you
Right.
go,
That's
and make
right.
it better. So there you go.
Well,
America,
that was
fuck
random.
yeah.
Man, you got me panicked there for a second. It's like, shit, is our logo wrong? Did we
No,
have it
you can
spelled
spell it.
one way?
It's acceptable
no, I know,
both
but
ways.
I thought she was like, you have it spelled this way over here, but this way over there.
Only
I'm like,
because I'm spelling challenged, and when I
Yeah.
put you on, searching,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
it's like
No, we spell it with an EY.
We
but
do it the
that's
Americanized
because we're
way.
American.
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 So, anyway, that derailed.
Yo.
No, it's a little bird walk. It's a good whiskey bird walk.
Go to our website at
sounds good right now.
wheelingwinewhiskey.com where you'll see all of our past episodes and, of course, links to our merch, links to, don't forget about the Element Fire
Yeah,
Extinguisher.
the element fire extinguisher.
and Amber's episode on number 35.
Oh, her very first episode, 35.
Episode 35.
We were
Ultra
reminiscing
Ford
on that
Jones,
earlier.
listen to that.
Yeah.
Hey. Be nice to the poor guy.
There we go. We need to get an official total of how many times.
I'll get
Kevin
right on
Jones has
that.
been on the
we'll
episode,
put
on
super
the
producer.
podcast, and then
I'm
how
sure
many
Kevin
times-
knows.
I know Kevin knows, but you don't know how many times you've been on the podcast, do you?
Correct.
See, and then you you co-hosted a few times and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's your homework
Double
assignment.
points.
Like you got nothing going on right now. You need to figure out.
I'll do it in my sleep. It's okay.
All right, and that, Chris, I think that's it.
We're out.
Oh shit!
And that is the way you wrap up a show.
Eric's chair just broke and he fell backward.
Are you okay?
Now he's making love
now-
with the robot
Now the
vacuum.
robot's trying to. It's like the
And
robot's
Eric,
sleeping.
Eric, you're out.
You're out. You're out.
Oh, there's nuts and bolts on the floor and everything.
You all right, dude?
I hate that chair.